is never easy. If you live together, you have to split up all your stuff. But what happens when you both want to keep the family pet? To solve that problem, couples are now signing up for pet prenups, believe it or not. Our Jared Dillingham brings us the details.
Maury's with me. I couldn't imagine life without him.
People consider their pets family members, so it should come as no surprise that when couples break up, it's not only children that can get caught up in custody disputes.
I guess a pet nuptial is what we might call it. That would be the smart way to go.
The alternative is court.
Judges deciding who owns it or award the pet to that party and not looking at it from the pet's point of view and what may be best for the pet.
Family law attorney Jonathan Brooks says a pet nup, sort of like a prenup, is not a bad idea.
When I'm meeting with somebody and we're talking about a premarital agreement, the way that you talk about other property interests, the way that you talk about children, the question comes up whether they have pets, how many, what type of pets.
Given that, it's typical that you'll see a special section where in this case the dog is detailed out in the divorce decree.
During the divorce, of course, you're always trying to minimize the number of changes in the kids' lives.
And for that reason, Nicole Rose says there was never any question as to who would get the family's Great Dane, Daisy.
We just knew she just had to go with the kids along with the same parenting schedule, and so it just gave us an opportunity to still have her in our lives, and we couldn't imagine it any other way.
A 2014 survey of the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers reported a 27% increase in pet custody cases over the 5 prior years. 88% of the cases involved a dog. Cats were a distant second at 5%. Horses made up 1%, and 6% were other kinds of pets. Jonathan attributes the recent spike in pet disputes to the decline in birth rates and homeownership.
If you don't have a house and you don't have children, then they put all of their energy, love, and affection into their pets. And so if they end the relationship, the question becomes, what happens to the pet?
While courts have traditionally treated pets as personal property in divorces, that trend is starting to shift. Alaska, Illinois, and California have enacted pet custody legislation, allowing the court to consider the animal's well-being. Things like who feeds it, who walks it and takes it to the vet, and who spends the most time with it. Some of the questions a judge might consider.
I'm hopeful that every state will soon have some variety of that process.
In lieu of that, the pet nup helps clear up any questions.
And it just does alleviate another possible bone of contention, no pun intended, of what could possibly happen in the future.
I'm Jared Dillingham for Arizona's Family.
Making sure you also have something in place in case something happens to you if you pass away is also always a good thing. I know that my Moo has a guardian in place, and should something ever happen to me, Moo goes with my son and gets taken care of, and all of that is in my living will.